following is a presentation of the Bilas Sports Media Network.
And I'm ready to go crazy because the Celtics are going all the way.
Hey, Nick, go handle our light work.
Bowl games matter.
I would like a cold cut sandwich.
Atta boy,
You can call him Eamon Owens because he ain't got no D and he ain't got no J.
James Madison.
Turn your body cams off. Do what you do.
Rex in the chat before we even start the $1 million question. Will they start on time? You damn right we started on time, Rex a million. We run a tight ship around here. Doesn't matter what conversations we get sidetracked with before the show starts. We start on time at this show. It's what we do. Punctuality is important. Listen, guys, I'm coming in hot. I'm fired up. I'm pissed off at Wendy's. I'm over this surge pricing that they've announced that they're going to test. I'm already mad about it. We'll talk about it later. Scott's here. Scott, how are you doing, man?
I'm not as fired up as you, but I can't
Surge pricing
believe
at Wendy's? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
Dude, it was one of the biggest stories at work this morning. When I saw the script come across my desk, I said, motherfucking Wendy's. Is Wendy serious? Who get that bitch? Somebody go get Wendy. Somebody dig up Dave and tell him they're trying to sully his fucking name because this is bullshit. Surge pricing at fucking Wendy's. Get out of here.
Surge pricing where a burger is going to cost up to $1 more because it's lunchtime. Oh my God. I'm so mad. I'm so mad about
As
this.
if in 2024 the prices for combos aren't already outrageous.
It is ridiculous to eat anything outside of your house right now. And Wendy's is like, you know what we need? Surge pricing. I had to wait in line for 20 minutes because I think they just went on break the one day. Like they just had cars in line and they're just like, the whole store is on break. Y'all can just wait. And then they were going to charge. That's what's going to happen. They're just going to make you sit in line until the clock hits 4 or whatever. And then the prices get jacked up. And then the CEO gets another yacht. That son of a bitch.
Although that would be kind of funny if like they took your order at like $3.50. But then by the time by the time you got through the drive-through and up to pay, they're like, nah, man, surge prices started. It's $4.02. You're like, well, bitch, when I ordered it was $3.50. No way. I'm not paying this shit.
It's terrible.
Cost you $2 extra.
Scott, check your mic input. Make sure it's on the right one. We'll talk to Mookie. Mookie, how are you doing, man?
I mean, look, I think really the reality of the situation is if you're sitting in line that's 12 minutes long going through a drive-through, they're basically looking you dead in your eye through that drive-through window ordering screen saying, where are you going to go? Because clearly you're not getting out of line to go to Burger King to have it your way. Your ass is sitting there for a classic double for 12 minutes and not driving off. Clearly, where you going to go, Mike?
Robert had the same idea. He said you could.
Yeah, you could just not eat there. Like,
no.
Well, that's the funny thing is I haven't even eaten Wendy's in years. Like, I don't even eat Wendy's regularly. It's the idea that they're trying to charge more during lunch and dinner. Like, that's absurd.
Out here getting mad as hell.
Going to stop at Wendy's. You know damn well everybody else is going to adopt the same thing. That
was my main issue.
But see, you're
it's going to suck when those cheesy gordita crunches go from like $4 each up to $6. I'm gonna be so mad.
Listen, as a big fan of Baja, you should understand the way that it works, Mike.
That'd be funny if they had Baja
fans
surge prices.
Yeah, you just use that surge pricing to your advantage because when it's cheapest, they're the least busy, and that's when you go south of the border. You don't go before then. You wait until the Border Patrol walks away, and so you can easily Yokiro Taco Bell right there without having to compete with a bunch of other people in line. Because if they're surge pricing, that means they're busy. If they're not surge pricing, that's the perfect time to go.
All right. Well, I'll keep that in mind next time I want to get Taco Bell at 10 in the morning, Mookie. Thank you for your
before you, for real, you do yourself a favor and get that breakfast crunch wrap. Oh, that shit is bomb. It is delicious. Couldn't recommend more. Go with the bacon one, though.
Okay. Thank you. We got
saying.
Dynamite drop in, Mookie.
Scott, would you like to do the honors of introducing our guest today, since this is officially your podcast side piece. So I feel like you deserve.
I mean, I don't know that I can introduce him any better than that. Anything I had lined up is going to pale in comparison. So, ladies and gentlemen, gonna be co-hosting a new podcast here, you know, in cohorts with the show we have going on. So while my main bitch is getting all pissy at me, ladies and gentlemen, Chris Asbrock, my podcast side piece.
What's up? What is up, fellas?
What's going on, man?
Hey, you know what? I can honestly say I've never been referred to as the podcast side piece. So, I mean,
all kinds of firsts today, right?
Look at all the special things that you garner coming on this show.
You know, I wouldn't have it any other way. It have to be. I mean, we're gonna have to work that into the show now. I mean, that's just how it's gonna have to be from here on out.
Scotty and his side piece.
Oh.
Talking baseball.
I'll roll with it.
I think that's how every intro of the show has to be. Chris and Scott are going to be hosting a new show, Backwards K Baseball. You're going to be able to find it on our YouTube channel and also on Backwards K. You'll get the podcast everywhere, and we'll put it on our feed as well. So you won't have to look too hard to find it. Chris, welcome aboard, man.
Thank you.
This is pretty awesome. I'm pretty excited. We're going to get to know you a little bit tonight.
Perfect.
And see if we want to keep you around.
I was going to say, is it worth it or not? I mean,
there is a test. This is the most high stakes test that we're going to have.
Yeah, the bar is real high here.
We want to have a guest back, but like this one is like, oh shit, this guy's going to be like working with us. So really better pass this test, Chris. So.
Hey, Chris, since our Boise's are always used to try to help the guests out, like help them find their way in, I'll give you a little hint of advice here.
Okay.
If you say that Wendy's surge pricing is bullshit, they'll love you. You'll be fine.
Well, it is bullshit.
It's true.
It is bullshit.
It's true. Chris knows. Chris knows.
It's bullshit. We're just gonna roll it that way. Come on now.
There you go. You'll be fine.
Surge pricing shit.
Terrible. It's so terrible. I love that we spent the first 7 minutes of a sports podcast just bitching about Wendy's surge pricing.
After saying we're going to get to it later in the show, then we spent the next 7 minutes bitching about it.
Well, the best part is Mike came in super hot, like dropped it within the first 20 seconds. Like, I'm not doing great. I'm pissed today. We're on time.
It was part of the
Wendy's,
intro.
Man. Like, didn't even let the intro breathe.
You know what really grinds my gears?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh God.
Matt Barr wants to know if I'm wearing a shirt or did I just go on another cruise? Very funny. Rex asked if that surge pricing is only for delivery. No, Rex, that's the problem. They're just gonna on the digital boards. Just all of a sudden, those prices are gonna go up. It's gonna be
like driving past the gas station. Motherfucker, it was $3 an hour ago. It's $3.25. I drove down the street. This is horseshit,
dude.
Can I say I miss when the gas stations had to change their prices with
the manual thing, and like, you could get out there and be like, "It's not changed yet. I want it for $1.98." Bullshit! I'm not paying $2. It doesn't say $2 yet.
Scott would be that guy chilling at the pump, watching the guy change the sign, waiting until they took the 1 down to put the 2 up or something, and be like, "All right, it's down. Go no. I see. I don't care if there's not a dollar sign up there. I get that price. It's on your board.
Should have been faster.
Should have been faster with that 12-foot stick on a suction cup bullshit."
I'm probably 90% of the reason those digital switchboards exist. Like,
sir,
like we can save on paying these guys to do this, and we don't have to worry about assholes like Scott.
That Scott Kaiser effect is costing us millions every year. We've done the analysis, sir, and yes, we've noticed that if we just quickly put the digital things in there, we won't be able to get Kaisered anymore on the price adjustments, if you will.
I like that my last name is but I love that my last name is being used to coincide with like making sure we get the cheaper price on something. I'm fine with that.
I've left a good dynasty, Scott said.
Yes. Kids go in peace. The name has been protected.
Chris, Ed is commenting on your Cincinnati Elite shirt. He said,
"Yes,
nice." So
there we go.
Baseball, big soccer fan, obviously.
Yeah, I helped coach Cincinnati Elite, so Yeah.
Oh, we should talk for sure then.
Man. All right, Mookie, you are now no longer the premier soccer expert in the Craft Brewed Sports family. You have been ousted.
It's cute that you would say that I was the Premier League expert because you never would talk it, nor would you acknowledge that title. Unlike how we go out of our way to remind ourselves that Scott's the hockey expert. So there was no title to take. But Chris, have it, friend. It comes with nothing but shame, attacks, and just brutal hatred. Really,
I'm used to it. It's okay. I mean, I've got your back, man. I got your back. I mean.
You don't know Mookie well enough to be throwing that out there. I'm just saying. Like,
also, yeah, Chris, Scott in the comment section said, quick tip number 1, don't take advice from me.
Okay.
Great from a listener there.
Well, shit, man, we're 11 minutes in, and this has already gone sideways. I guess, man, I'm my bad, man. Like, guess I know.
It's all good, man. See, look at this is what I'm talking about right here. Matt Barr, another friend of the show. All caps, is Mookie talking soccer? Fuck that and fuck him. So, Chris, you want that title? Take it gladly.
I'm good.
Yeah, right.
Take me off the screen. I'm gonna go change real quick. This is I'm not gonna catch the shrapnel here, man. This is not.
There is no escaping the shrapnel. It comes for everybody.
Strays come every way for.
You just got to learn to accept that the
it is what it is.
It's going to blow you up. Tons to get to tonight. We got to talk about this Cam Newton fight. We still haven't. Scott pointed out that we still haven't talked about MLB's uniforms and the see-through pants problem that we have in MLB this year. So we'll talk about that. We also have to get to this former Michigan player who lost all his stuff in a Storage Wars type situation. And it made me laugh so hard. Also, Jay Bilas wants kids arrested for storming the court. So we got to talk about that too, because that's the dumbest freaking thing I've ever heard in my life. Before we do that, though, let's talk about these beers that we are drinking. We are rating them on the scale dedicated to our boy Caesar. Dog or no dog? Scott, what is in your mug? Dog or no dog?
Sometimes you strictly buy beer because of the art. And this is
a lot of times.
Yeah, I know. This is absolute no exception. I'm drinking Free Floyd's Brewing Space Station Middle Finger. And I specifically bought it because they have a space station that has a middle finger. You can't see it great there, but it is a middle finger.
Oh, yeah, that's solid. Yeah.
Good shit.
Cool
it's just an APA. It's solid. It's a dog. Like, this is one of the ones back in the day that I might have been like, ugh. But I'm all about this. Total dog.
I love that your scale before would have just been.
Yeah. I mean, this would have been a two brusher for me.
I was just thinking, I missed the brushers.
Yeah,
man, we totally missed out on. I think it was Mookie that said that before he was even on the show that we needed to get a dentist to sponsor that segment.
Oh yeah,
it was like the number of brushes brought to you by Dr. Wallace DDS. Mookie, what are you drinking? And dog or no dog?
Oh, it's my dog. It's my everyday dog out here, my workhorse. The can art's not terrible, but it's definitely no space age, whatever. It's Budweiser Zero, folks. You know, the old reliable. I mean, it's just kind of neat. It's got that clean white cut to it, kind of like the FC New third kit. But yeah, Budweiser Zero, always a dog, always reliable.
Always a dog, always reliable. There's your new commercial, Budweiser.
Yeah,
Budweiser, not light. Chris, are you? Do you have a beer with you tonight?
Not right now. I finished one a little earlier though. It was a nice Hootie Delight. So,
see, now that's another way to get in good with Mike.
That's Hootie and Hams. Those are
two. Yes. Yes. But I slayed a Hootie earlier, so that's what I was rolling with tonight.
All right, fair enough.
Dog or no dog?
Oh, dog. It's a Hootie. It's a dog.
Balls on that dog.
Oh man, this backwards K show is going to be amazing.
Oh yeah,
that's going to be fantastic. Robert Taylor said he's drinking Neon Rainbows, a 6.7% ABV New England IPA, with citrus, Centennial, Simcoe, Mosaic, and Topaz hops. Brewed by brewery Omegang as part of their OMG series. He says it's a dog. Wow. I love that Robert always tells us all of the hops in the beer, like I know what the difference is in all of them. It speaks to how much he knows about beer. Also, Hank rightfully pointing out, quote, 10 minutes in and it's gone sideways. Yeah, that's the show. That's pretty much it. Gabe is drinking Blitzkrieg Hop, 9.1% ABV double IPA from Armored Cow Brewing Company. He says it's a dog. Matt Barr is drinking a Voodoo Ranger Hop Avenger IPA, 7.7%. Straight dog like the rest of the Voodoo Rangers. They are. Voodoo Rangers beers are fantastic. I saw fruit juice, the fruit juice IPA.
I still want to get that one. Every time I see it, I think about it. I'm like, Mike said that one was good. I got to get that one of these days.
It's so good.
Yeah, I'm going to have to get that.
Now they got it in 12 packs too. Oh.
That's been my thing because I've only seen it in the Sixers, and I'm like, I don't really want to buy a 6-pack. Like, 6-pack of cans too. I put my nose up at that shit. I don't know why.
Don't fuck with cans.
Rex is also drinking a Voodoo Ranger Hop Avenger. He said it's a dog. Tank saying the Three Floyds rules consistently with the best artwork.
Yeah.
Also true.
Dude,
They're strong.
Some great can art. Let's see. I think.
Well, you're just gonna gloss over Matt Barr calling out Chris that Chris didn't bring a beer to Craft Brewed Sports. In his language, strike one.
Oh my god!
I went for it.
You did. You
do it in an Italian accent.
Yeah, Italian accent. Do it.
It's a strike one. Yeah.
The fact that it took you so long to think about that was disturbing. But you did land the plane,
what
though.
would
Thankfully.
Mario say? How would that go? Look, there it is.
I am so proud of you, Mookie. I thought for sure you were going to fumble that one.
I knew it was coming. Good job.
No way you were going to get that one.
I took it down low. I laid it up and in for once.
I'm so proud of you, Mookie. That's amazing.
I'm gonna just, you know what? I'm done. I'm out. I
was gonna say 17 minutes in, you might want to just drop.
Yeah.
Like that's it. Have a good night. We'll see you. Love you.
All downhill from here.
Never walk alone.
I got a Founders pack today. So I have Founders All Night IPA. Normally they have like the All Day IPA, the Hazy Day IPA. This is a black IPA. I figured, end of Black History Month, I should probably do it properly. I went with the black.
Remember when we went with all our black beers?
Where Black and Cran came from.
God, what a good time.
Race card.
We did it too. My favorite was we were like, okay, we're not going to say it. Like, we're not going to say what the theme is. We're just going to drink these black beers and see if anybody catches on. And Scott, every time he would talk about the beer, he'd be like, we're drinking Black and Cran. That was Black and Cran.
Hey, look, I loved the theme. I was very proud of the theme. Don't try to hold me down, Whitey.
Scott, am I allowed to laugh at that or no?
100%. Go for it.
Yes. Okay. There we go.
That's one of Chris and I's things too. He always checks in with me approval. Like, whereas Mike just gets super red, Chris will look at me and be like, "Can I laugh at that, Mike? Is it okay to laugh at that?"
We're coaching our kids' baseball games, and something we said, I'm like, Scott, shit, am I allowed to laugh at that or not? Like, I don't know. He's like,
Where's that
I'm
line?
like, perfect.
He might be too polite for this show. I don't know, man.
No, he's not. He's a giant asshole. Don't
I was gonna say this is just the front right now, just to kind of like
he's easing in.
Oh yeah, I don't want to. I mean, I don't want to be a little too much here right at the beginning. I want to work my way in, and then you're gonna see the real me, and then
lure everybody in with a false sense of security.
Yeah, exactly. Yes,
I like it.
Yes, fake it till you make it. Right now,
the side piece can't be the loud one at the game with the tickets. That's how you get caught.
That's a good point.
Well played, Scott. Well played.
Oh shit, that's amazing. By the way, this beer is a dog. Absolutely. It's
As if there was any doubt.
It's so good. It's like it's an IPA, but there's so much malt flavor to it. Like it's not an IPA. It's good. It's a good brew. Highly recommend. Anyways, let us know in the comments what you guys are drinking and whether or not it is a dog. With Chris on the show, we should probably start this show off with a little baseball talk.
Here's the pitch. Oh shit.
So Chris, before
That call gets me every time. Shit, I can't help it.
It gets us every time. That openings or that transition's one of the best we have on the show.
God, that's amazing.
There's a few things on this show that I'm super proud of, and that is near the top of the list.
Yes, sir. That's phenomenal. Phenomenal.
So, Chris, tell us a little bit about Backwards K Baseball. What are you planning on doing with the show?
Jesus.
Why should people tune in to Backwards K?
Well, it's the same shit that you guys are rocking right now. It's good quality baseball talk. We're going to cover everything, like national, even local here in Cincinnati, college ball, even touch on some high school, but with a good amount of fun, humor. Baseball's a great game, so why not enjoy it and have fun talking about it. And that's one thing Scott and we had talked about before. As much as we love baseball, we're like, man, why don't we talk about it and get rolling with something here and see what we got? And shit, here we are. And I can't wait, man. It's gonna be a lot of fun. And like I said, just provide some good humor, for the game, and hopefully everyone will tune in and enjoy the same way.
Chris, I want to know, hold on real quick. I have a question for you. I will get to it in a second, but Papa B in the chat, he said he hasn't seen this in a while.
Hey, Papa B.
Hope you're feeling good. Hope the knee's doing well. Papa B had knee surgery, so he's hobbling around in the cane. Chris, I got to know, how long have you known Scott? Like, how long that relationship?
That feels like a loaded fucking question.
I was going to say,
there's a reason for this, Scott. How long have you known Scott, Chris?
Not as long as you guys. So thankfully, that's on my side. I would say probably
it's been a couple of years now.
Yeah, so 2-3 years. Yeah.
2 or 3 years. So you guys are friendly for 2 or 3 years. You're like, hey, this is fun talking baseball. We should do a podcast. And then within a few months, you guys are doing a podcast. That's pretty awesome, man, that you guys have that type of relationship. That, knowing somebody,
this fucking guy right here,
like that, and then saying we should do a podcast, and then within a couple of months doing a podcast. That's pretty. It's pretty awesome, man. You should feel pretty happy about that.
Well, I kind of look at it this way too. Our chats back and forth. I figure, we might as well just put those,
yeah,
make it officially unofficial.
The thing that you don't know is that Mike and I's chats are the same way. He's just trying to elude the fact that it took him and I running into each other multiple times over multiple years, going all the way through college pretty much together, saying we should do a podcast. And then it was 7 or 8 years after we got out of school that we finally did it. So yeah.
Hey, better late than never, though, is how you got to look at it.
Yeah, there you go. See, fuck off, Mike. Fuck off,
exactly.
Mike.
Sure.
Shit, man. Come on.
Yes.
Bitter bad.
Yeah. She got you. She saw right through your bullshit.
Look, I had to, because it did. Scott and I did
You
this.
did set it up nicely. I'll give you that.
There's a dance for years of dude, we should do a podcast. We should do a podcast. We should do a podcast. We would argue at parties sophomore year of college before podcasts were a thing. And then we were like, hey, remember all those times? We should just do this podcast. And then before I have a kid, we're like, so we're going to do this now, right? Okay, cool. Good.
Before we both had a kid.
Yeah.
It's right after we
now you got multiples.
Right after we implanted seeds, it was all right, now's the time. We should do this. Kids are about to be born. Let's full bore on this thing.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah. See, so basically what it sounds like is if I had not made the move here, we would still be talking about it. And
you guys would have said for
Jesus,
years, it would have been we should do a podcast. And I'm glad you made the move, Chris. Appreciate it.
Well, yeah, it sounds like somebody had to do it. And Jesus, obviously it wouldn't be Scott. That's, it's
why buy the cow when you can get the milk for free, man?
That's essentially what happened here, Mike.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, Mike.
Easy into it, Chris. You just had to clean up to Mike's hard leg work up front. It took a lot for Mike to pop that V card with Scott. So you got to clean up. You could call it sloppy seconds, but really it was just an easier time the second time around.
Well, yeah, I'm leaves all loose and everything like that. I'm gonna bat flip the shit out of that. That
right?
was
Exactly.
man.
Oh, this is a family show.
If loose.
Yeah.
sums up your feeling.
The
Hurts like fuck.
Sorry, Pops.
I think your bitter bettiness maybe is more you just hurt like fuck.
Yeah.
Scott, I don't know if I should feel like, am I not giving you all of the things that you need? Is that why you have to break off and do like another podcast? It's just all baseball, because we could talk more baseball on the show, man.
No,
like I promise
God,
you,
no.
we could talk more baseball.
Like, come on.
No, I mean,
months of the year, I've got to tolerate some of it, but like at least you started to work college in, and you let me talk a little league during a couple months in the summer, so it's not as bad as it could be. But Jesus Christ.
Pointing out at Scott aged, he learned what he needed and wanted in a podcasting partner.
Yes.
These analogies are fantastic.
It's not that you grew apart, Mike, as much as you grew up and Scott didn't. So he needed to start with a rookie again, right? Is that maybe what it is?
Am I being podcast cucked? Because we're still doing this show. Scott is doing this other show, and I know about it, and I'm just like cool with it. Like we're just staying together for the kid. So we gotta like keep it together. But
yeah,
there's nothing you can do about it. Like it's like, yeah, I mean, I'm walking away. It's like, yeah, I got your girl. Yeah, there you go.
We're doing
yeah.
Mr. Got Your Girl over here.
We're doing the podcast in the pool house. Don't worry. I wouldn't disrespect you and do it in our house.
Yep, that was well deserved on that one, Scott.
Oh my God, you're welcome.
So, Chris, who is your team? Are you a Reds fan?
Yeah, Reds and Toronto Blue Jays are really the two teams that I'm really like.
How do you arrive at being a Blue Jays fan? Like, talk me through that process, because that's not something. I'm assuming you grew up in Cincinnati or the Cincinnati area, and then somehow landed on the Blue Jays. Was it Joey Bats's bat flip? Was that the one that did it for you?
No, I was a Jays fan long before that. I just really honestly growing up as a kid. Really the first like major moment was Joe Carter hitting the home run in Game 7 to win it. You know, I remember watching. I can still see. I was in my grandma's kitchen watching that, and you know, so I guess like that might be when I was like really hooked. But yeah, ever since then, yeah, it's Reds and Jays. I follow like all baseball. I root for a lot of teams. I've got a buddy of mine who's in the industry, and he's got some clients and stuff like that in the game, and I've got family who play baseball, whether it's either professionally or in college and stuff like that. So I follow a bunch of teams, players. I just really just love the game. But yeah, it's Jays and Reds are my two teams. I
can accept that. I don't like what Biscuit said here, where he said he's a Jays fan, because that's more than likely will end up, and that hurts every part of me.
But take heart, Mike, because Sarah also pointed out that Scott is partnered with a guy who cheers for Canada. Yes, will not end well, or it will be awesome.
It's gonna be awesome. I'm telling you. Like I said, if you see like our texts every day, trust me, you're not gonna.
Well, not only that. I mean, I don't have anything against Canada in baseball. Like I'm happy that they have a representative for baseball. It's just because they didn't invent the sport. So.
Oh shit, I forgot. Yeah, I'm rocking the Expos, man, too.
Oh, that's
wow.
Yes.
Wow. Like, I don't have anything against Canadians playing baseball. I just like the idea of us taking the trophy that they hold so dear in the Stanley Cup. Like,
just
and having it in
it.
America.
Yes.
Like, I just love that idea. It'd be like, it'd be just like if any other country invented a sport and we like won the title of it and had it here. We're like, sucks.
Also, I think, Mike, we can't let this go on too much longer in the chat and not recognize it.
I was going to say, there's so many comments we got to get to.
Sarah's asking, she goes, did Scott go all Jada? Are you Will, Mike? Matt Barr chiming in with, Mike has his Falwell chair in the hotel room.
Oh
Biscuit calling.
That is the funniest goddamn internet joke ever. Like the Falwell chair, just the cuck chair in a hotel room. Why is there just a chair in the corner, always placed facing the bed in every hotel room ever? It's amazing.
Because everyone knows what it's for. Tank asking are we talking about Scott Kaiser, aka Poly Podcaster? Rex saying that someone needs to cue the Boys to Men. Hard to say goodbye to yesterday. Tank then responding to Sarah that it's neck and neck race between Scott and Jada for who has more hair.
No, and Tank, that hurts. That hurts. I just cut my hair too. Like, come on, Tank. Come on, bro.
And Sarah saying there are so many similarities.
Whoa.
Hey, also, we got to get to Big Merg's drink here because Big Merg chimed in and he said he's drinking Twisted Tea Extremes Blue Raz and 1 gram Michigan pre-rolls. That's a hell of a Tuesday night, my man.
Great Tuesday.
Baby Merg scheduled to make his appearance on
Hey,
Thursday.
congratulations, Dan.
Congrats, homie. See, that's why he's doing it on a Tuesday.
Yes.
Last chance to have
supper,
fun
right?
before the kids come.
Also, Chris, we've got a question from the audience for you here. Matt Barr wants to know, are you shuffling poker chips?
You dick.
All right, it's crazy because I heard it, but I just thought there was like feedback. But then Matt Barr said that, and I was like, listening. I'm like, he is. This man shuffling poker chips.
No, I'm not. That's the sad part. I wish I was now. Shit, yeah. I'm not, unfortunately.
Dude, just be cool, y'all. Like, we all know. We've all been there.
Who isn't having fun because you're the party's degenerate gambler.
If he needs to shuffle his chips just to feel okay, that's fine. All right. We all have our fidgets. If that's his, back the fuck off.
I would say it's a coping mechanism.
Right.
Yeah,
exactly.
Totally fine. Biscuit said that Expo's hat is fire.
Yes.
That is a good hat. All right, let's talk some of these uniforms because we did not talk about them before. It's been the talk of spring training. So if you don't know the story by now, MLB uniforms are now made by Nike and Fanatics. So Fanatics actually has the licensing to produce the uniforms. And people are pissed because they look shitty. Like somebody actually tweeted out a picture of their uniform in the locker, and Fanatics customer support responded to it. Was like, "That doesn't look right. Please DM us, and we'll make your order correct." And it's like, that's a team issued uniform. Like that's how shitty these products are. But as bad as like the whole thing with the jerseys were, and how like the names are smaller and they look all funky and they look cheap, and like where the buttons are, they don't match correctly. As bad as those were. Then the pants made an appearance, and we got see-through pants in baseball this year, everybody. Like, that's where we're at. In the year of our Lord 2024, we have see-through baseball pants. Scott, have you noticed, because I've been watching some spring training games, and I got to be honest, I'm not picking up on it on TV. I'm not seeing it as much as I thought I would.
No, I mean I've just caught highlights mostly. I haven't like sat and watched a game. I've listened to a couple games on the radio because old man. But I only think it's one of those things you'll notice when the pants either get wet or there's certain lighting on it. And so I think as long as there's activity going, but it's just the idea that, I mean, you catch some ass sweat or something. And I mean, it's not going to be a good day, right? Like, I was just gonna say, I was like the picture of on photo day. I mean, this doesn't even barely do it justice because you can almost not even see it. But it's like those are their shirts tucked in there where it gets like darker. Like, I mean, these are
that's going to be a darker thing. Shit.
Yeah, like those. That's his underwear. Those are his underwear, dude. Like, you can see like.
You said you played a lot of ball. What's the worst uniform you had to endure playing baseball? Anything close to this?
Nothing like that. My God. I mean, see, back like, growing up, I mean, you had like the all the jerseys that were heavier and shit. But other than that, like it's, there's been so much, improvement in the way they made these uniforms. And that's what like Nike has been working with the players for the last like couple years on that. And they were talking, the reason why the lettering so small is like for like performance or something, like
it's supposed to
which is
less
ridiculous.
absorbent on the way that the material is. Although a couple of things on that. One, just before the show started, I saw where the Royals petitioned Nike and got some exemption. So their jerseys, the lettering on the back of their names is still the old way. Like for their jerseys for this year. I pulled a mic and I just read the headline and I saw the two different photos. So I didn't click on why or what the exemption was that they asked for, but somehow the Royals lettering and numbers are still the same. And also the idea that they had players working with. My other favorite thing when this whole thing dropped was you had all these players complaining, but then you had a handful of guys that were saying like, oh, these are great, yada, yada. And before like anybody really picked up on it, the first person that I heard say something about it was Acuna. And I'm like, yeah, but isn't he a Nike athlete? And then the next person I saw that said something positive about it, I'm like, I know that guy's a Nike athlete for sure. And then Trout came out and said something. I was like, okay, so we're just going to be totally transparent about it. And Nike told all of their guys to be like, tell them you love the fucking jerseys. Tell them you love the goddamn jerseys.
I mean,
so that's another funny part of this whole thing is that the Nike athletes are either, they've either been paid handsomely so they don't give a shit, or it's like one of those things where they've got a gun in their back and it's like, these jerseys are great. We love the new Moisture Wick material, and we wouldn't want our names to be bigger on the back of the jersey because it's all about the name on the front. Was that it, Phil? All right, Nike, y'all. Like real bad look, man. Real bad look.
That is a bad look. Also, I will jump in here, and Scott, you may have an answer too for the worst uniform you had to endure in baseball. Mookie, I don't know if you have an answer for that one. I suggest my nomination is those ridiculous hats with the foam and the cardboard would go straight to a V. When you tried to like bend it, it would just like snap, and then you through your brim.
The TP
6 feet off your head. That was a horrible look. Every little league team in from 10 to 12 was just like, God, what are we wearing here? Scott, do you have a better, worse uniform you had to endure?
No, I think that's probably it. Those hats sucked, man. They were like the worst quality hats you could possibly purchase, like barely above level for like a hat. I mean, because that cardboard was stiffer than a brick. So yeah, the minute you did anything to it, it folded. And you're right, like the trucker mesh was all shitty. It sat halfway off your head. Like, yeah, I don't think it was any worse than. I remember half the little league team because that was back when we had the the MLB names and whatnot.
Oh yeah,
on the league we played it. Yeah, me and my brother played for the Pirates.
Last league. Okay.
What's that? Oh,
you guys were in that fancy ass league. I played for Kaler and Fleming insurance. That was my little league team. It took up the entire, like there were 2 lines for the team name because it was like Kaler and Fleming family insurance, and it was like, yeah, we got Kaler Fleming. Yeah, see that name on the schedule, it strikes fear in you, baby. Motherfuckers.
Because they got that insurance money.
We had the Pirates, and so but half the team, their parents just bought them like Pirates fitted hats. You knew the poor kids, me and my brother, who just still had the standard issue hats. Like everybody else has, the actual MLB Pirates hats and the P logos, and we just got the standard issue black hats. Good times. Good fucking times. Nothing like being embarrassed because you're broke. Not like your shoes didn't tell you that story, but the hat confirmed it. Oh, the rest of the team has the actual. Where oh, never mind. Only 2 black kids on the team. Got it.
Wow. I feel like we need a red couch for Scott to lay down on. I
know, man.
Don't ask me questions about the uniforms that suck. Damn it!
I almost don't want to play this, but I feel like we need to play this for his revelation of his childhood. Some things are making a lot more sense now, Scott. Appreciate you giving that insight.
It happens.
Guys, what is wrong with my shirt? Because Matt Barr keeps ripping on my shirt.
Oh, dude, he's riding you hard about it.
And I don't understand what's wrong with the shirt. This is made by our good friend Alex Villeneuve at the Heydays. I'm rocking this for a friend. What's wrong with my shirt?
I think you're showing off the guns with the schmedium, bro.
I think that's
It
probably
looks
what
like
it
you got
is,
your
yeah.
pump on just before the show started.
Well,
It
It was
you know he
leg day
does.
today. It was leg day. I didn't even work up.
Yeah, but
Oh, look,
you
that's
know,
what I'm saying. Like, you didn't even have to work your upper body, and
No.
you're busting out the fucking shirt.
But that's
like,
what.
He just, I'm so swole. It wasn't his fucking leg day. Like it's just.
So is
I
that
woke
all
up
it
like
is?
this.
It's all just
Yeah.
because my shirt's a schmedium. Okay.
Yes,
fine.
it's
I can-
absolutely.
We know you're knocking out like 10 push-ups and some curls real quick before we go on air. Like we all know,
Dude,
what's up, man.
I get the alert every morning while I'm at work. I'm like, oh, that Mike's up working out. It went off twice on my watch already. I get off work in a couple hours. He's already got 2 workouts in. Good stuff. Good stuff.
For what?
There we go. Matt Park confirmed it. 3 sizes too small.
Like the fucking Grinch over here. Damn, that's harsh.
Are you sure you want to join this family, this craziness? Because it beats you down. I'm not gonna lie. There's sometimes when the show ends,
Yeah.
and you just kind of want to curl up into bed.
Yeah, this is pretty. It's pretty rough.
Hey,
We
if
have
you're gonna talk
dedicated,
shit about
loyal
friends
fans.
here.
Shit.
When can people find Backwards K? When are you planning on going live? Is it just going to be podcast only video? What's the game plan, Chris?
Well, we're looking to go. I mean,
just like what I was going to say earlier, Mike.
Plans are
What's
detailed
the
here.
show going to be about?
Keep producing this show.
They've got no fucking idea, just like us, man. They've got no fucking idea, no clue.
Yeah,
it's going to
pretty
be
much.
great, though. Like, it's just going to be great because who gives a shit? You don't need to plan things when they're natural and beautiful, baby.
except thank you. So we're looking, okay, in all seriousness, we're looking to really get it rolling next week. We're going to be recording on Mondays. Hopefully, obviously, audio, video. Really, the first
plan is to
first,
go live. So yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
we'll on audio and video.
Look at Scott
And
the
it'll be
veteran chiming in here. He's like, hey, dude, here's how you say it. I know because I've done a podcast before. After telling my friend I'd do it with him for 13 years.
I like that.
So anyway, we'll be live. We'll be live Mondays 8 to 9:30 is the plan. We'll be on YouTube and streaming and all that fun stuff. So I mean, if you guys want to chime in and give us shit, we'll just be sitting there talking ball. I'm sure it'll be as well oiled as this machine is. So there's
Running with square wheels. That's pretty much how we're going to be rolling it.
Right. Like rundown. I don't need no stinking rundown. Just give me a mic,
Rundown.
a mic and a camera and an hour and a half. That's it.
Now, I was gonna say, and don't be surprised, people, if you sign in, you're looking at everything, listening to everything, like, wow, this sounds like a lot like the Craft Brewed Sports Show. It might be a lot like it, but are we gonna tease them with the intro, or do we just dangle that out there for Monday?
Should we play it, guys? Would you be okay if we played the intro for the?
Yeah, sure. Give me
I
a
think you
taste.
should pop the cherry.
It's
Go ahead.
pretty hot. Mike's
taste.
proud of this one, and for good reason. This is pretty
this
hot.
one, let me. You're gonna see the logo switch here briefly. Oh, maybe not. Yeah, there.
yeah,
it is.
no, there it is.
The logo's gonna switch. Okay, so this is the official Backwards K intro that you will see on Monday night when they go live. Oh, that last one gets me fired up, boys. That last punch out is so good.
Oh man, I mean, there's some serious like swagger to that punch out call. Just a bam. I love it. Love it. Gets me
There
jacked
is
up.
nothing better than a good punch out on a called strike 3. Oh my God. It's one of the best things when the ump can really get into it. Scott, give me your best called strike 3 punch out.
How would Angel Hernandez do it?
Ball 4.
Hell, he doesn't even know.
Just a bit outside. Take your base.
Hold on. I
shit.
gotta give it to him. It's gonna scroll. The only time that it's good to talk about Angel and Hernandez is when you
Gabe brings up a good point. We need to have 3 Ks back.
I love when they're doing those at the
Oh, Wait, how does that?
He wants Lou Holtz to do the punch out, and he wants Italian Mookie to do a punch out call. Is what Rex Million's asking for.
Oh boy.
Let's get to that one. You think about it, Mookie.
Okay.
When Dave pointing out the KKK, it is one of my favorite things to be at the stadium. I don't know if you guys watch the people who put the K's up, but when it gets to that third strike, when it's like the third strikeout, and they've got a K and a K up, and they're like, please go down looking. Please go down looking. You know, damn well. When they're like, whoa, backwards K. Here we go. All right. Here we go.
Woo!
Oh man.
Hold the third one back until the fourth strikeout, and then they put 2 up, and they're like, we're not falling for this trap, people. That's the best. I absolutely love it. Go ahead, Scott. Sorry.
I don't remember what I was saying. Matt's all whining because there was a bunch of Mets, specifically David Wright, getting punched out to start in that video. But I mean, you know, if there wasn't such easily accessible highlights of Mets getting punched out, it wouldn't have been, you know, in the highlights. So maybe you should get fucked, Matt.
Sarah asking the pointed questions here, Scott. Do you have your frozen baseball pick all queued?
I'm hoping I don't need my frozen baseball pick. I'm hoping that my connection cooperates like it has been tonight. Knock on fucking wood, and that I don't need to be frozen because I'm going to be the point man and operator. Chris is gonna be hosting, and I'm gonna be the switchboard operator. So I need things to run smoothly. And
Chris, how do you feel about that?
Frozen.
How do you feel about Scott running the command center?
Well, I'll let you know Monday. I mean, I guess if it's, an absolute shit show, which I'm fully expecting it to be. I guess we'll see how bad he takes it off the rails.
Confidence is high. Confidence is high.
I can't help but think that Chris is basically saying, where am I going to go?
Oh, God damn it, Mookie. God damn it.
I mean, that was a little force, but like...
Game making a very good point that the new Sammy Sosa would be a good frozen pick. That would be
way better than the new Alex Rodriguez. Because what the shit, man? Or is that who he's talking about? The Alex Rodriguez reverse Sammy Sosa picture that's been going on.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. I guess we can talk about that nonsense. What happened in that photo? Like, he's darker than dark.
Chris, you're allowed to laugh at that. I'm giving you permission.
I'm going to anyway. Hey, you ain't stopping me on that one.
Yeah.
It was so his official story, right, is that he fell asleep on vacation. That's what he was trying to say. Is that
what he said? Because I didn't see any explanation for it. I just saw the couple of photos, and then the one he looked real pissed. But I'm like, what actually happened?
Chris, have you seen the picture in question?
No, I have not.
Oh, man. All right, we're going to have to try to find this real quick and do some quick Googling. Mookie, in the meantime, give me an Italian umpire giving a strike 3 call.
Man, okay, so like I thought about this.
A strike and a 3.
Motherfucker, you gotta give me a second. I was like running it through my head one last time, and it was gonna be like, it's a strike and 3. Yeah, you're out of here. But it would be like this with a little.
Don't steal my finger guns.
I'm thinking like the big fluffy hands with the gloves on, right? Like it's that strikeout pose. Isn't there a Mario baseball?
Yeah, there was a Mario baseball on.
I feel like we should be able to just find it in the game, right?
Maybe the original Nintendo.
That far. I was thinking 64. Or maybe
I don't
on
know.
the GameCube. I don't know. I'm gonna look it up real quick. We'll find out.
We're Googling the hard, important stuff right here.
For the record, this is only Google search number 2 of the night, folks.
Did we find Freyrod?
I did find.
Oh God! What did you call him?
This man, A-Rod. It doesn't look like him. This is what Alex Rodriguez looked like.
I just saw that. Holy shit!
For the audio only audience, the best way to describe it is the opposite of Sammy Sosa. Like he just went.
He took all the melanin from Sammy.
Alex Rodriguez is like he's extra crispy. Is what it is.
But he's not
but he's talking to like a blonde ass white bitch. Like in the photo too. Like it makes it look even worse because he's juxtaposed with her. Like she's tan as shit too, and he's still darker than her. Like, god damn,
there is no way you get this tan by just falling asleep on vacation. Like that doesn't happen.
No,
I feel like there's got to be some kind of paint involved or something. Like he's got to have had like a lotion first, then fell asleep, and then followed it up with a nice quick little spray before coming out to do this game.
like if you did a caption this photo, I would totally caption like, "Bitch, you said we was both gonna do blackface."
Oh shit!
Shit. But also, do we get one of these too?
Race card.
Oh my god. Oh,
Chris, just remember you chose this. You
I did.
Your
Wait,
fault.
Mike, put it back up real quick because Sarah pointing out he looks like Robert Downey Jr. Tropic Thunder. Like
He does.
yeah, a little bit.
I
Like,
know.
He does.
How do we know this isn't Robert Downey
do you
doing
mean,
a character
you people?
study?
Yeah, what do you mean, you people? Could also be a caption this.
Oh.
Put it back up. Look at it. Put it back up. Oh shit! Don't blame me. I voted for Hillary. That's what this baseball show's gonna be. Just making fun of A-Rod for an hour and a half. I can get shows on that for weeks.
Oh.
Oh,
Between
man.
A-Rod and the Yankees, oh my god, we've got content
good
for
stuff.
days, man.
Mike, do you want to hit Gabe's comment?
Oh my god,
Nope.
that's good stuff.
Nope. All right. Well, let's Scott.
You
do
can.
it.
I'm
Nope,
not.
That's all right. Scott, you can take that one.
All right, I got you.
Right.
Give me-
3. That would be.
Oh, oh
No, you
man.
You're out part though. What happens after strike 3?
That's it. He
doesn't even. He never
No,
said
again,
out.
he points up too. It's a weird strike 3. It's a weird one for Lou.
Best part is, Mike's like, I don't know why. It's just like that's how he does it, guys.
does.
It's
Like,
it's,
I don't-
it's a
I
character point of view, but you're like, look, this is just how Lou Holtz would do it. So I don't know. It's just how he rolls, man. Oh wow! Scott, you
Anything
gonna-
else on baseball dongs you guys want to talk about?
Dude.
Because this is
Oh wow!
That's the one. I shit you not. I think they blurred that out in the. I want to say it was like the New York Post or something like that. They actually blurred that picture.
God.
Yeah.
Go,
I mean,
you
almost
guys. Hog chat.
simultaneously-
We got some hog chat to talk about.
It simultaneously
my
looks
God,
like a dick
dude.
and a vag. Like if you squint or you look like one of those optical illusion things. Oh Jesus, Matt Barr.
The goat.
The goat.
Oh,
That's
jeez, man.
that's the goat.
What
Man,
a
I can't-
great reference. Yeah. Thank you, Fanatics, for the dongs this year, I guess. Just be on the
Jeez,
lookout
man.
for
Man.
more dongs, I guess.
Also,
All right,
we're getting a new commissioner. We didn't talk about that either. Did we? Did we?
like
Rob
12
hanging
years
him up?
ago, isn't it?
Yeah, I was gonna say it's not for like another 5 years.
That's
But
right.
2029. Yeah.
yeah, at the
Jesus,
end of
guys,
his
we got some
term.
time, man. Damn.
Brush up the resume, fellas. You might have a shot.
I like that he probably expects to get like a farewell tour, like everybody else. Like, y'all got 5 years, figure this shit out. Make sure you get your surfboards and your local eateries ready. Rob's coming to town one last time.
How do I put in my resume for that one? I think that's what I'm gonna do.
I would love to be
Honestly,
commissioner of
just
baseball.
email like hr@mlb.com and see what happens.
Yeah, might as well. I mean,
Right?
I'm gonna use backwards K as a stepping stone as well.
There you go. Yes.
He's already planning his exit. It took me 3 episodes to figure out how to get away from you, Chris.
We haven't even started. I'm ready to go.
It's fine because 3 episodes in and he's still here. So we'll see how long Chris is around to. Stepping stone my ass.
Exactly. Yeah. There you go.
Gabe said, too bad there's not many black.
You can't unsee it either. Did you zoom in? Like,
No.
Jesus, I feel like it's getting closer every time I look at it.
That's what I'm saying. He's not sure Andrew has ever seen a vagina with your assessment of what you saw.
Yeah, well, you know.
Biscuit saying he thought Finkel played for the Dolphins.
Oh, wow.
Oh, it's tuck day.
All right. Let's switch gears here. Let's talk about some basketball. Boom shakalaka! So over the weekend, Wake Forest beat Duke. They were a favorite and they won, and then they stormed the court, which is always funny to me when you storm the court and you were the favorite to win. But they stormed the court, and one of Duke's players, this Flipkowski kid or whatever, got supposedly hurt where they had to like Paul Pierce him off the court. And it has started a firestorm. Nobody gave a shit when Caitlin Clark got knocked down at Ohio State. They were like, whatever, it's fine. Now this kid from Duke gets hurt, and people are like, whoa, we got to do something about these court stormings. It is not safe for the athletes to have these people running on the court. I mentioned at the top of the show, Jay Bilas said that the way to stop it is to arrest and cite every single person that comes on the court when they're not supposed to. Jay Bilas wants them to arrest and cite 15,000 people at Wake Forest for running on the court when they're not supposed to. Scott, what do you make of Jay Billis's take here?
If I was the on-campus Poe or whoever it is that's in charge of doing that, I'd be like, yeah, Jay, why don't you come help us detain and cite all these folks with your grand scheme ideas? Like, what a stupid, moronic idea. And if it hadn't been a Duke player, Jay would be sitting there not saying a GD thing. But because it happened to one of his own, he's going to come out here and say something and try to think. Also, I don't watch ESPN like ever anymore. When I saw Jay Bilas, it's like the first time I've seen him in years. I'm like, when did he lose all of his hair? That was my first question. I was like, when did Jay Bilas?
I don't think he ever had hair. He was always like Scott Van Pelt bald,
cut, but not.
Yeah, I was gonna say he had the crew cut. It's like, but it's like all gone now. I'm like, yeah. But anyway, fuck Duke, and no, I don't stop court storming because of something that happened at Duke. Like, stop court storming when somebody serious gets hurt.
like Caitlin Clark. But again, as Sarah pointed out, one, again, they don't give a shit about women, and two, while I don't like court storming, it was Duke, so fuck them.
Exactly.
Agree at all counts. I will say the other part I found interesting is everyone's so worried about the Duke star that got hurt, but in that one shot from above, it must have been on like the Jumbotron, right? They zoom in on the Duke kid and see him hobbling or whatever, where right off the corner of the screen, you can legit see a pileup of like 8 students, and they're just climbing all on top of him and stampeding him. It's like, so a kid might have sprained his ankle, probably blew an MCL, which again, great, because it's Duke. Fuck him.
He hasn't done anything. No injury.
Ah, that sucks. But either way, you've got all these other students actually getting trampled. Like, how come that's not the thing that's being pointed out as like, hey, how about this problem over here? Oh, wait.
There's no NIL money. There's no NIL money tied up in those kids. Fuck them
exactly,
kids.
Right. Like, they don't earn money, so fuck them. Right.
I feel like we need to add this to the quick hitters. I think court storming, yay or nay, needs to be added. Chris, where do you stand on the court storming side of things? Let them run or stay in the stands?
I don't really give a shit. I really don't. I mean,
like, can we talk about baseball again? This is stupid.
No, I guess I don't really care until something serious happens, and I'm like, oh well, shit, maybe I should pay a little more attention. But I mean, again, it's Duke, so. I mean, if it was UNC, Jay Bilas would have been cheering it. But I mean, again,
yeah, that's my thing.
Yeah, I mean, but it was like you said, it was one of his own. So, now we got a problem. I mean, what can I?
I will say one of my favorite takes from all the talking heads on it so far was also was it Chris Canty or someone on one of the morning shows on the 4-letter, and they were actually pissed at the Duke guy saying, well, he was just lollygagging and he stuck his leg out to try to trip that kid. Like, he got what he deserved. And I was like, I really don't know that it was all that nefarious on either party. It was kids running excitedly and big ass loser trying to get off the court. shit happens.
Yeah, I was just gonna say it's totally filed under shit happens. Like we've been storming courts forever, and it's never been a thing. Now it's a big giant issue that we must stop by calling in the police force to arrest these hooligans. Like, look, I don't know. I mean, I don't necessarily think you should be doing it, especially in cases of the favorites storming. Like, I think that's pretty whack. I do think it's funny because it happened against Duke, and that's why it happened. So, like, certain circumstances. But for the most part, in general, like, I think the field and the court storming should be reserved for like the smaller schools or like the really big time upsets. Like, I do think it's really lame when you've got like an in-conference foe that's like they just happen to be down at the moment or whatever. Like, Wake Forest is traditional enough of a program. They've got enough history. Like, storming the court against Duke again.
Yeah, that's
Duke.
Bad spot to do it. It wasn't that big of a deal.
Yeah, I mean, it needed to be like some smaller school qualifications. Like, yeah, storm the field if you're fucking Appalachian State and you beat Michigan. Like, totally get that shit. But I do think it needs to stop at the higher levels versus the higher level teams. Like, that shit's kind of just corny.
I mean, if you're going to storm the court, you better make it worth it. I mean, that's...
So at least
you better. I was gonna say you better fuck up one of the opposing players.
Like, give them a good old shank or something.
Get your money's worth.
Shank?
On the flip side of that, though, if you're gonna chirp one of the players after you guys just beat him, if you get pumped by that said player,
yeah,
I'm okay with that too. Like if some shithead student comes up to me after I just lost, gets in my face and chirps, and I pump him, it is what it is.
This is what we do. If your team loses, we just circle the court, send the students in, and just let them melee it out for a while.
Okay, I like that.
Why not, right?
Yeah, because I mean, the hell,
you could put money on that.
Oh, god damn it, Mookie! God damn it.
What do you think the odds that Filipowski knocks out this kid from the econ college or something like that? I heard the dance school really had some people who are fleet of feet, former Brazilian.
We gotta address this real quick because two things, Mookie. The number of people that sent me the video of the Shane Gillis sketch from Saturday Night Live this weekend about being able to bet
Rock Bottom Kings.
Friends, the number of people that sent me that video and said, "Oh my God, it's Mookie," was unreal. I had at least 5 different people send me that video and reference you in it. That's not a good sign. Also, just in case you're aware, I found this out today. March is Problem Gambling Awareness Month, so I feel like I'm going into that for you. Just,
I'm very aware that there's not enough to bet on right now.
Let's
we need
get through a couple of the steps. Maybe we could get through a couple of the steps.
From the steps. The problem is going to be I don't have a problem. I win.
That's
They pick the month when people are risking their jobs, calling off to gamble on sports to make aware. Hey, if you have a problem,
if you have a friend that needs
we're here
help
for you. I like that. Like, which month should we choose? March, hands down.
Yeah, they had to be between March and like the Super Bowl, but they were like, we can't do it in February. February's kind of already spoken for, so let's just take March.
Oh yeah, it's already spoken for. There's already something going on in February. We want to step on their shoes. They'll complain about that too. So I guess we'll just take March. Is March okay, guys? You allow that?
I'm laughing at that one, Scott.
It was just how dismissive I said. February's already spoken for. Sons of bitches.
That editorialized at the end. I didn't say that. I didn't.
Yes, no, I know it wasn't you, but it's true that I guarantee you that there's people that did say that. Like, oh well, can't do it in February. Everybody get that extra day tomorrow.
That's
once every 4 years, you guys care one more day.
One little bit
than
more.
you usually would otherwise have to. One extra day for Dutch Seekies.
race card.
There you go, Luke.
A
Good work.
two-hitter.
I wanted to, Scott, you had mentioned Wake Forest storming that they shouldn't necessarily storm after beating Duke, but I'm looking at their history with Duke right now. Since the 2008-2009 season, Wake Forest has beaten Duke 1, 2, 3, now 4 times. Since 2008-2009, they've won 4 times. So basically, since we've been out of college, Wake has only beaten Duke 4 times, and they play twice a year, plus potentially in the ACC tournament. So,
well, that's embarrassing. But step your fucking game up, Wake Forest. Like, you're in the same conference. It's not like, oh, you paid them $1 million to come play you. Like, come on.
so that's it. You just say smaller schools get to storm.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think it makes more sense, and it's like, I don't know, it's a bigger deal when the small schools, they're like, if you're on the same level in the same conference, I don't know, it just seems a little like whack. I mean, I do get, okay, they've been owned by them, so there's some, but also you're in the same fucking conference, so like you shouldn't be doing it. And even worse when a big school does it against like a team they definitely should be beating with any regularity, like, because you've seen that before too, where like big schools like do it and you're like, come on.
What about Vandy in football, like beating Georgia or something like that?
That's
Okay, that's fine. I mean, again,
it's like conference and Vandy's dog shit.
I got you. But I mean, if you're perpetually dog shit at the bottom of conference, it's like Wake Forest has had success in basketball, like before. So
yeah, like 40 years ago.
But it's not like Vandy in football where they're like perpetually shit. Like,
yeah, I guess that's true. Also, I have to chime in and read Sarah's comments because they're so true. Storming the court means that it was an amazing, validating win. Which was that one? I think that's what we're getting at here. She says something was achieved. I would never storm against like UC because that would suggest they were worth something from the start. Also, you would like to plug that Dayton hasn't beat Xavier in Cincinnati since 1980.
Yeah, like if Dayton ever does that, which they won't, like they should storm the court. But
and
like
from way back
in Cincinnati.
Way back.
No, I know, but I'm just saying, like in general, like if they ever beat Xavier at anything, like they should storm whatever because it's Dayton.
Also, we missed it in the baseball talk, but Xavier beat UC in baseball, and as Sarah says, it's sometime, and UC still sucks.
It's sometime.
Well, because she said it's 7:21, but that was like an hour ago. So whatever time it is now.
She also put Central Standard Time on there. Just
that Muzzy.
I actually thought that's the part that like stumbled.
I thought
you.
CST.
I thought that the CST threw you off.
I thought Mookie saw the CST and got really scared and was like, "Yeah,
sometime
standard time."
All right, the other basketball story over the weekend. So I don't know if you guys have seen this, but Stephen A. Smith and the Pelicans have been going back and forth, and it is absolute gold. So it started when Stephen A. Smith said that Zion Williamson was fat, and he said that all the chefs in Louisiana love him because he's fat, and all he does is eat hamburgers because he's fat, and he just keeps talking about how Zion's fat. So then the Pelicans responded by tweeting out this video. I don't know what's copyright and what's not, so I'm not going to play the audio of it, but it is a compilation of Stephen A. Smith athletic highlights where he airballs a three-pointer, bounces a first pitch, looks horrible sparring, tries to catch the ball and falls on his ass.
Wait, is that him? That's him falling?
That's him falling. And then they have his basketball
stats. Oh, no.
He averaged 1.5 points in the 2 or 3 games that he played. And then they put the Wilt picture up. They
got him with the Wilt Chamberlain picture.
5 instead of 100. It is absolute gold.
Damn, son.
I think the worst part is they put that college yearbook photo on the internet again, so people find it easier.
Like, that headshot's awful too,
it's
but
so bad.
Man.
I mean, he looks good until you see where the ball ends up on the shot too.
No,
Like,
he doesn't
all
look-
of the things are really bad, and then the headshot
that's so bad.
and the wilt like that. Those capping it off, or man,
that
that's
right
so-
there, that
That's
image.
so
of-
embarrassing, dude. Like if
Stephen
you're
A.
an A, like you'd have to kind of just tip your hat on that one. Like they got me. Like
I had read that he tried to come back at him. I don't know what he read. I just saw the headline.
I mean, you just got to kind of hold that L on that one. Like,
Yeah.
you just kind of lean
Chris,
into
he just
it.
needs to take that.
Yeah.
There's nothing you can do. I mean, you cannot come back from that.
So tell me, like, how did he get his 1.5 points per game? Like, is that
I'm guessing. My guess is he played in 2 games and he got 3 points, like a free throw in one game, and he missed the second free throw, and then made a bucket in the second one. It was like
right, like he had a 1 point game and 2 point game. It was like I could see him getting a layup and one, but no, that would never happen.
There's
So,
the best part is there was no consideration given to him hitting a 3-pointer in one game and then going scoreless in the other. There's no chance he hit a 3-point shot. That's out of the question.
Well, the video shows it. There's no way.
I was gonna say, I know he didn't hit a 3-point shot because this is a 3-point shot.
Well, I
was gonna say the slipping in the corner going for the ball is actually worse than
I
that.
love the boxing. The boxing is so out of place.
Bad.
And then
Like going to post up for the 3 and he's
also, Mike, go back to the slip. Do you notice how he slips and everyone pauses?
Oh yeah,
and doesn't go to help him immediately.
Oh, nobody moves to help him.
Nobody
That's
moves.
funny.
They're just kind of like, I guess
That's
should
when you go,
probably.
Damn, Stephen A. just wiped out.
That's
Yeah.
when they know you're getting old. When you fall and people's immediate reaction isn't to laugh, it's like for fear. That's when you know you're getting old. That's one of the signs, everybody.
Oh shit! Have you fallen recently?
Wow, Scott.
It just sounded like you had the way you like sent out that PSA. It's like, hey, look, when this happens, you know you cross the threshold. Like,
No, it's just you've seen it. You've all been there. Somebody falls, like they're walking down the street and they fall, and you just bust out laughing because you're like, that guy just ate shit. And then you just keep moving about your day. But then, like an old guy in this grocery store, like falls, you're like, oh my God, sir, are you okay? Are you okay? And you like help him out. You're like, do we need to call somebody? Do you have a life alert bracelet? Like, what's going on here?
Damn, how involved you get with this dude?
I don't do any of that. I was like, instead of laughing obviously in the dude's face, I turned my head and go,
Right?
old man just
You
wiped out.
sidestep to the next aisle. Like,
Old man just ate shit. Damn. I can't laugh in his face because that's not socially acceptable, but goddamn.
Also, Matt Barr pointing out, Chris, raise your hand to talk. It works. What a kind hit. Again, giving some advice from a fellow co-host. Good looking out. So what do you do?
Sarah knows me all too well. Scott is not at all looking to get involved.
Nope, not at all.
No, you're on your own.
Nope, because
I would expect the same kindness in return. If I fall and eat shit, I don't expect anybody to do anything but laugh. My pride, I'm there on the ground. Like, what else can you do but laugh?
Yeah. God damn. Oh, yeah. I was just thinking back. There's been some times I've fallen while running and people have stopped, and it's the worst.
I'd rather not have people acknowledge it.
Right. One time I was running.
People just like stepping over you, like you're not.
Yes,
even there,
absolutely,
like,
100%. I had this motherfucker
stepping
driving
over,
a car
you
stop and
loser.
holler at me through his window, like, "Sir, are you okay?" And I'm like, "Bitch, you're driving. Like, where? Get out, go, be gone. Like,
stay out of this.
Right? I got this shit. Like, I don't need you checking on me, like, motherfucker. Like, I got Apple Watch for a reason. It'll call for something.
I was just gonna say it just asked me if I fell down, and I said yes.
Right? I'm covered, motherfucker.
Oh, shit. So Stephen A. Smith taking all the L's.
Chris,
man,
what would you do if an old man
funny.
fell over in the grocery store?
Great question.
Great question.
Man. It's a good question. I don't know. I mean, I guess it depends. Like if he's hurt or something like that, then I'd be concerned, but I mean, I'm gonna chuckle.
You don't know if he's hurt. You don't know. You're in the chip aisle. Old man is reaching for the chip.
In the chip aisle.
Like the walker goes out from underneath them. Boom. Down he goes. What do you do?
Oh,
I'm
He's
giggling
going
just
for the Fritos. He's going for the Fritos. Boom, on the ground.
boom. Okay. It's going to be like, oh, shit. And then, sir, you all right? Like,
through chuckles.
I mean, I mean, I think I'll look concerned at least. I mean,
But again, then I ask, is it better if somebody acknowledges it if they're going to be like through snickering like, gee, dude, you all right? Like, or if they just ignore you, like, I'd rather just be like, yes, we all saw it fucking happen. I'm like, get up and walk away from this shit. Just don't say anything.
I mean, yeah, you're already in hell anyway, so
Right,
it's like,
exactly.
just let me
That's
go.
what
I
I'm
mean,
like, I don't want somebody walking up to me talking about, bro, you all right?
man, you all right, dude? Like, just
No thanks.
See, that's my point. Like, all right, there's very few people who are gonna laugh at the old guy. I'm talking old guy, fella. I'm talking like that is an old man. He might be in trouble if I don't do something. He might die from this. Like that's
see, like I would be
the old
concerned. Like if it's in like a really like if it's an old guy, yeah, I'd be concerned. I mean,
Oh,
I'm
I'd
not
be
that much of an asshole. But
I'd
like,
be concerned, and I'd also be wondering why he wasn't somewhere where somebody could help him do what he was trying to do. Like, get your old ass on.
Scott's like,
come
where's
on.
your adult?
Yeah, like, where's your caregiver here?
Rexamillion wanting to know. Sip, chug, drain, pour. Mike, Scoot.
that one threw me. I was like,
Scooty K, baby. Mike, Scott, or Mookie when they are 75 in the chip aisle.
He didn't specify us falling down or anything. It's just us in the chip aisle at 75. Which one you sip, chucking, and drain porn?
I want to tell you what, I will be on all the drugs at 75 because I'm going to be retired and living my life. So, like, that's where I'm coming from.
Chris,
He's
you've known Mookie and I for an hour and 16 minutes now. Sip, chug, drain,
there you
pour
go.
is it's our marry, fuck, kill. So sip is marry, chug is fuck, and then drain, pour is kill. So sip, chug, drain, pour. Me, Scoot, or Mookie in the aisle, in the chip aisle at 75.
God damn, man.
Be careful. This is a loaded one.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I want to touch that just yet.
You respect the game, Chris. Respect the game.
Man.
Should I can jump
Scott's
in. and give
drain
a little-
pour, I know that.
There you go.
That's an easy one.
Hey,
Scott, I
you-
love you, but yeah, you're straight
You
drain
drain
pour.
poured me, huh? Well, there's still 2 more days to this month, so that's fucked up, but okay.
You see, I care right now. I mean, it's
yeah. See, you walked right into that
Empathy is
one.
using.
It was a landmine. You
Get used
stepped
to it,
on
Chris. He does that all.
oh, I know. He's horrible. He's
Oh,
horrible.
yeah, Chris,
on camera,
Chris knows.
live. Yeah, but it's a totally different thing when you're on camera in front of people,
Tens of
listening to you,
people.
and you just get rope-a-doped into a looking like an OWG. It's terrible. Terrible feeling.
Yeah, he's horrible at that, man.
So Matt Barr did chime in with his. He said drain pour, or actually he's pour drain. Respect the game. Pour drain Scott because he's definitely taking it all up. I'm assuming like blocking the whole aisle. That is 100% true.
Oh, yeah.
Chug Mike and sip Mookie because he'll be rambling. I mean, I've had the concussions. That tells you dementia is probably on its horizon. So yeah, like that's what I said. Let's fucking do the drugs and just go out with a bang.
I am drain pouring Mookie because he's the one on the motorized cart. Like he doesn't even need it. He's just wearing a Hawaiian shirt and he's on the motorized cart. And like he's talking. He wants to talk to everybody, and he's asking everybody about what the lines are and what action are you throwing down. You're like,
What you doing here? What we got going on? What you hustling?
What'd you say, Mookie?
No, I just thought it would be me. What you got going on? What you moving? What's your action here? What's
For
the
some
game?
reason, I got
Sir, if you could hand me a bag of crunchy Cheetos, they're right behind you. I just want to get out of this.
Flaming hots, buddy. Flaming hots.
I'm gonna chug myself because I feel like I'd be the guy that asks for help. So you don't really want to be around that. I'd be like, I can't reach out. Can you get that one for me? And then Scott, I'm sipping you because you'd probably call me a cracker at some point.
In the chip aisle, which is
in the chip aisle. But you would do it really slow. You'd be like, "Huh? Do you know where they keep the crackers?" And then you would just eye me for a little bit.
That's accurate. It's fucking accurate. Or even more so, I just like confuse the shit out of you. Hey, boy, where they keep the U's? Huh? You know the U's. What aisle are the U's in? Yeah, well, sir, I don't know what you're talking about. Well, use a cracker. What aisle are the crackers in? Yes, I can't wait. Sir, you're in the wrong aisle. This is the chip aisle. Crackers are on aisle 4.
Yep. See, and that's what's funny because I was gonna go with, Mike, thanks. Sarah saying she's sipping me because I'll be in all Adidas with a lot of gambling bills looking to buy chips. Chug Mike, who's going for his old standard, and poor Drain Scott bitching at everyone for being an inconvenience.
I mean, to be fair, I do that now.
You don't have to be
not in the chip aisle. I'm doing
like
that.
that's where I would absolutely sip Scott, because I could see him. He'd be walking down the aisle, blasting his MLB radio loud as fuck, so he could hear it and doesn't give a shit about inconveniencing anyone else as he takes up the whole chip aisle. So
Wait a minute, hold on a second. Have you seen me grocery shopping? Because I've definitely turned on Braves games loud enough that everybody in this
I can do it. Yes, absolutely.
I have 100% done that.
You're one of those people walk around this store with their shit on speaker, and it's like, are you for real? Like, you for real? Like, there was a lady at Old Navy the other day listening to a fucking audio book from like Twilight or some shit. I heard it. She was following the same path as I was going through the men's section. I learned all about this motherfucking werewolf, coming to whatever, gonna bite Sarah, this, that.
I mean, to be fair, I usually think, fuck, I forgot my headphones again. Oh, well, this game is still being played, so I guess everybody's just gonna hear it. I don't give a fuck.
See, and I almost get that because you don't have to hear every single word. Oh, I missed that page. Oh, that one's,
yeah.
And
that's the good thing about baseball
but
on the radio. You can just have an
audiobook. Yeah, an audiobook.
Yeah, an audiobook is a weird flex.
That's a ballsy move to be listening.
Oh my god! So that's what I would do, Chris. We bought you as much time as we can, brother.
Yeah. You ready now, Chris?
Yeah.
He looks so defeated.
Yeah.
He hasn't even gone through the quick hitters yet. God,
he's like, I'm train pouring Scott, and that's all I got.
Man, shit, I'm exhausted.
Yeah, Matt Barr might have been right. Mookie heard about the character's quivering member and couldn't handle it. It was some racy shit, and I'm like, yo, we're in an Old Navy, lady. Like, this is a family establishment.
Now, that would be funny if somebody was walking around with an adult book on tape. That would be hilarious.
Right, I think we just found a new punishment for Mookie when he doesn't know how to do something that he claims he can do. Having to blast a erotic novel on his phone while he grocery shops for the week.
Oh shit.
Write that down, Scott.
This is
write that down. Remember it.
That's 100% gonna be a punishment. That would be great to watch Mookie walk around the grocery store, an erotic novel blasting, something pirate themed. One of those old 90s novels with Fabio on the cover.
Yeah.
That's what you gotta read. That's what you gotta have voicing, man.
Pirate.
Hell yes.
All right, we're running short on time. Let's talk football. Real quick, Eric Bieniemy took the job as the offensive coordinator at UCLA.
What the fuck?
No way. Are you serious?
Yes.
That shit popped up on my phone the other day, and I was like, wait a minute. How did we go from NFL head coach all the way to offensive coordinator at UCLA in the span of like 3 years? What the fuck happened?
Whoa.
See, and here's what I think is interesting.
Chris, you are shaken by this.
Man.
Shooked?
You got shooken.
That's messed up.
During Black History Month, no less.
Yeah, exactly. That's what's got me fired up, Scott. Dang.
Yeah, I can tell. That sounds sincere.
Yeah. So at least look genuine and sincere.
You did. You pulled that off well.
Okay, good.
You guys are going to be a good team. I saw that and I was like, wait, this is where Bieniemy has fallen to. Like, to your point, Scott, he was the name of like he's gonna have whatever job he wants, and how does this guy not have a head coaching job yet? Then he goes to Washington to try to like show that he can still do it outside of Andy Reid, and he doesn't really do it. And there's those weird stories that come out about the players don't really like him, but then they backpedal on that. And now, after Riverboat Ron gets fired and Eric's out of a job, he now goes to UCLA as an offensive coordinator. It is weird.
What
man.
a weird fall. Like I don't understand what's happened with that at all. I know the rumors were out there that he was like bad at interviewing, but so bad that they're like, yeah, you got to go back to college and start all over. Like take interviewing 101.
Do you think this is like part of a plan? Because I guess no, it's not, because Saban retired. I was going to say the plan was always like become a coordinator for Saban, and then you rehabilitate your image and you're like back out and you can go get jobs wherever. And now there is no path. That Saban tree is gone, where he like takes guys in that you're like, wow, that guy's the coordinator under Saban, and then all of a sudden he's a head coach somewhere else. Like that maybe Bieniemy doesn't realize that Saban left. He's like, all right, I'll take UCLA right now, but baby, don't worry, I'm gonna be in Alabama, and the next thing you know, I'm back in the pros. And instead he's like, wait, Saban left? God damn it. Shit.
News travels slow. That's like I was just in the chip aisle 2 days ago. Now you're telling me Nick's not here? Fuck.
Crazy, very crazy story there.
Seriously.
The other craziness that happened. Go ahead. Sorry,
I kind of get it. He needed to have a better plan, because Riverboat Ron wasn't going to last long at Washington. He should have had something else better lined up.
You're telling me there's not a single NFL coaching job that he could have had, that he had to go to UCLA to be the offensive coordinator job? Like, I don't know. Like,
He's got to be
a really
far
far fall
commodity right now. Like
he's got to be a pain in the ass, because there's no way that
there's something wrong here.
Well, yeah, and it's like, I mean, I had heard things that he is kind of a pain in the ass, and I'm like, well, I guess that would be the only thing that would make sense, because how, like you guys were saying, he was the hot name for 5, 6, 7+ years to never get anything, and then, but him going to Washington that was messed up, because it was like, what are you doing? I mean, it's Washington, for God's sake. So.
that's really exactly. Like, why would you do that and risk this? Like, because all it was downfall. Like, there was nothing to gain really, because there was no way you're returning around that Washington offense.
Not a chance in hell. Yeah.
I mean, we're shitting on that Washington offense, but like, when you're these coaches, you got this mentality of I can be the one that turns it around. I'm the one that I'm this good that I can turn it around. So of course you would look at a job like that and be like, fuck yeah, I got to prove that it's not Andy Reid doing this in Kansas City. It's me. So I'm going to go to the shittiest place possible and turn them into it. And then he got done with it. Well, fuck, that didn't work out. Oh, shit. I said, everybody just step over me in this chip aisle here, because this is right on
my career is dead.
Said, what is this? Sports? Back to the shenanigans. Fair enough.
We should do a quick hitters, because things are wrapping up.
Oh,
even though we did also let Chris off the hook with a sip, chug, drain pour him. Just saying.
We did. I know. We gave him.
But it's okay. We're giving you that pass, because now we're going to hit you hard at the quick hitters. So buckle up, Buttercup.
All right.
Let's do these quick hitters. So, Chris, this is a segment that we do with every guest that we have. So it's even more important for you to answer these correctly.
Okay.
These are just going to be two things. Pick between two things. Gut instinct. We don't need you to think about it. Just first thing that comes to your head between these two options, you have to pick.
Ray stands this shit. First thing that pops in. Google it, kids. Google that reference, kids.
Would you say Ray stands?
I did. Wow, the fact that you're Googling it is kind of annoying. Oh my God.
Are you kidding me?
Shit.
Why am I just getting a bunch of
I didn't think of anything. Did you think of anything? I didn't think of anything.
Golly.
It just popped in there. All right, let's Mookie,
I have no idea what's going on.
It's Ghostbusters, God damn it.
Oh,
It's Ghostbusters. That's how the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man gets conquered.
Oh, I get it.
don't act like
God.
you know.
I didn't know. Oh yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah, all right.
That famous scene. Huh?
Oh, that part. Yeah.
I mean, whatever. I can't apologize. Like, it is what it is, man. I'm an idiot.
Don't know who the Ghostbusters are, but do it in Italian.
No.
Nothing. Never mind. Shut up.
I'll hold that out. Like, no.
These are
Yeah,
solid
quick
stuff.
hitters.
No.
Let's move on to those.
All right. So again, Chris, choose between the two options. Gut instinct. If you get enough of them correct, we will accept you into the group, and you'll be a part of the team. If
Should
you
we
don't,
go?
Backwards K baseball is canceled.
I hope your bar is low.
It is very low.
I mean, oh
Well,
shit, here we go. All right.
Then make sure you get over it, motherfucker. All right. Plain cake donuts. Yay or nay?
I'm sorry, what was that?
Plain cake donuts. Yay or nay?
Yay.
Bat flips. Yay or nay?
Oh, yay.
That's a good, solid answer.
Do you button the shirt from the top down, or do you do it from the bottom up?
Top down.
Weirdo. Do you zip
Yeah.
your pants and then button, or button and then zip?
Shit, I do both. Like I've done both, so it's not just whatever.
It's of no consequence. This man is reckless when he puts on his pants. All right. Are IPAs just pumpkin spice lattes for white dudes?
They're shit.
That wasn't the question. Are IPAs just
Yes.
pumpkin spice lattes for white dudes?
Yes.
Is
they
a
are.
hot dog a sandwich?
Ooh, no.
Okay.
Correct answer.
Mm-mm.
Chicken wings, all drums or all flats?
Drums.
Oh, dude.
Flats are for women.
Pineapple on pizza, yay or nay?
Nay.
Coke or Pepsi?
Pepsi, I guess. I like them both. Shit.
One or the other, man.
I just said Pepsi. What the hell do you want?
All right, now we're getting into the nitty gritty. Topanga or Kelly Krapowski?
Oh, Kelly Kapowski.
When
Sure.
watching porn, AirPods on or AirPods off?
Depends on if anyone's home.
I forgot about that question.
It's been a minute on that one. You didn't ask that one to Jules.
I did not ask that one to Jules.
Mike, you need
And-
to get Scott's headshot up.
I was going to say, get my head shut up because I
Yeah.
see that I'm frozen. And also, the final question, Jordan or LeBron?
Well, Jordan.
Correct answer.
Yeah.
Scott, hold on. You're missing a big one.
Wait, which one did I miss?
Is Die Hard a Christmas movie, Chris?
Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
Dude.
And now
I
we
mean,
lost it completely.
God dang it. Because it takes place at Christmas, but
You're
I
on the
don't
right.
know. I'll say
you're on-
no. Hell.
Attaboy!
There
All
you
right.
go.
Yeah, I'll say
Good
no. It
answer.
takes place at Christmas, but no, it's not.
Yeah, exactly.
Good
Exactly.
answer, Chris.
Yeah.
Good
Right.
answer. We've
And-
completely lost Scott.
And you pissed Scott so
he's-
much,
yeah.
Spectrum cut him off. So
Good.
job.
There we go. Perfect.
Scott's laying in some chip aisle right now. Waiting for
Listen
his
to the Braves on blast.
He's getting mauled right now, so it's all good.
Oh.
You did all right, Chris. There were some answers there that are very suspect.
And it's funny we did this
it's okay.
because I accidentally buttoned my shirt the other day, top down, and I was like, "Oh, this is weird. This is weird. I don't know why you would do this."
That's very bizarre.
Yeah,
Why do you go top down?
Because that way I know everything's all lined up.
But you
'Cause
can
if
do
you
that
go
from
bottom,
the
it could
bottom.
be. I mean, it could be a shit show at the top, and you look ridiculous. So at least I know I've got some,
you can
sense
do
of
the same
normalcy.
from the bottom.
But hold on a second. This is where the argument falls apart for me. Do you button the very top button
No.
of a button-down shirt?
Well,
Okay, so you're
No.
starting at button number 2 and hole number 2 and saying, well, now I know it's lined up. No, it's if you're at the bottom button and the bottom hole, you know you're lined up the rest of the way up.
I like to live dangerously.
You're crazy. This is a crazy. I'm sorry.
I mean,
The people who button from the top down, it makes no fucking sense to me. That is a hill I will die on. That's the one question that when somebody answers it wrong, I'm like, what the fuck? Why?
I want somebody to come in and be like, I button from the middle.
Middle. Yeah. I go
I
up and
fucked
then
the whole
down.
thing up. I button in the middle, and then I just pick from there.
Well, no, didn't Jules say that? And then she was like, "Yeah, man, chaos theory. Let's go."
Yeah.
Oh, did she? Oh,
All
there's-
right. Maybe we have to add
Roughly
that.
said middle. Also, I want to see somebody just go toddler style where you miss like the holes. It's like there's you got like half of it off. You're like, fuck it, let's go. I just shit my pants.
Ooh, hold on a minute. Matt Barr chiming in. He's saying insanity. Top down eats corn the long way. Is that him meaning you're going like this typewriter style with your
No.
corn on the cob?
No. That would mean you're going down the stalk. Yeah.
Well, so, but what I was curious is like, this is how you eat corn on the cob, or are there people that go all the way around before moving?
Oh, I go all the way around before moving.
So do I.
The whole row. I go.
Yeah,
all
I
the
got
way.
I got an OCD, so yeah, I got to go all the way around.
See, I go
Okay,
straight
well,
all the way
shit. Now we got
across.
another quick hitter to ask Chris.
I know, that's
When you're
what I'm
Yes,
saying.
no
On the
kidding.
cob,
Look at that.
You
Yeah.
go full rows, or do you go around and then move down the cob?
I hate corn, so I don't eat it.
Oh my
Do you drink whiskey?
Wow.
No, actually, I really don't.
The top down, and you don't like corn. Listen, man,
This is getting a little weird. Yeah,
staff meeting after this.
but he is a baseball fan, so maybe some that's to be expected.
It's true.
Well, what the fuck is that supposed to
I
mean?
know. I mean,
I eat corn like a normal person.
Just saying, he's just one of those people that likes baseball.
Mm.
So Mookie, your typewriter corn
I'm
on the
typewriter,
cob.
man. I go all the way down the row and then ching. Sometimes I make. a sound,
I
too.
guarantee you that he makes the fucking noise when he's eating corn too. 100%.
100% he does.
Can't eat corn with this guy in public.
You gotta have a little fun with it, man.
Get to the end and goes bing.
Well, you know.
Nobody in the restaurant understands the reference. It's just him making himself laugh. Just like the old days that I never used, because like those typewriters weren't even barely around when we started typing. I did have to use one. Like I had to use my grandma had one of those. Like when I was real young, probably I think second grade, to do a report on. I did have the old file back receiver. Good times, man.
Oh shit! All right, listen, we're into overtime now. I just realized, guys, we need like a transition for overtime, and then like heavy paced music to like get us through the headlines.
We do.
We need to wrap it up.
Get in, and
That's
it's
what
like,
we need.
all right, we got to hit these quick. Okay, so here's your overtime stories that we can get to today. Cam Newton got into a fight over the weekend. 6 dudes tried to jump him. He held his own. It barely got touched. Guys, how many people do you have to have with you for you to be willing to fight an NFL player? What's the number? Because these people had 7, and that seems entirely too low. Scott, how many guys with you in order to fight an NFL player?
Minus me, 10.
10. Mookie, how many guys with you to fight an NFL player?
There's a part of me that says none, because if I just get knocked out, then I can sue, right?
Not if you instigate.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Oh, I'm instigating, and then I'm having
the
the
point?
10 others go fight for me. I'm not fighting in this fucking thing. You kidding me?
No, I know. You're Don King. You're the one that's like,
Yeah. Yeah. Like,
no, I got you.
Cam, he said you a bitch.
Is it the Polish joke? If so, it's got Mookie confused. Mookie, how many guys do you have to have with you to fight an NFL player?
I just don't see the point. Like, because you're going to need. I feel like 6, you should have been able to pull it off.
Chris, how many guys with you to fight an NFL player?
I'm gonna say 4 or 5.
4 or 5? 4 or 5 guys with you to fight an NFL player?
All right, Schmedium, how many?
Yeah, I was just going to say.
I was gonna say, dude,
over there.
Deep. I don't trust an NFL player. Like we got to have a whole crew. We need an entire squad. Like it has to be more than 10 for me.
Well, I meant 10.
Well, in all fairness, who
I
you
meant
fighting?
10.
You fighting a punter or you fighting like
I was gonna
DJ
say-
Reader?
That's a good.
Sarah just asked.
I
like,
want
what-
it didn't matter for me. I want 10 NBA players with me to fight an NFL.
Because if
Now
I'm
he's
fighting a
calling it
punter,
a
I mean, I'm good with me and somebody else.
I need 10
It's
other
like DJ Reader.
professional. It doesn't
Yeah,
matter for me. 10 other professional athletes, no matter the size or color. I need 10 other professional athletes with me, so I can be like, get them.
Ooh,
Yeah,
or
I mean-
you could just get.
And I don't care if it's a
Serious.
punter or
South
not. Like,
Africa, and you'd be solid.
I would have them beat all their ass. I'd be like, look, guys, it's a light work night. Get the punter.
Get the punter.
Sarah. No, see, Sarah's right. I don't even think we need 10 hockey players. Maybe 2 hockey players. Done.
Yes.
That's it. That's all you need.
Bingo. Thank you.
With or without skates, like either or. Like
so just like a couple of beer league bros, like coming out chirping, making fun of the flow, and then all of a sudden they pull an NFL player shirt over their head and start going.
And then pound his face in. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Fair enough.
Scrap. And then afterwards they'd apologize and say, "Good scrap, man."
Exactly. Yes.
Nice.
Have the respect, fist bump, and go off. There we go.
Yeah.
All right. Also in the news this weekend, Cowboys rookie and former Michigan defensive tackle Mazi Smith. He had a storage unit that he didn't pay on, so it went up for auction. And some guy bought the storage unit for I think it was like $18,000 or something like that. $1,800, excuse me. $1,800 that he paid for the storage unit. The whole reason why he got it was because there was a gun safe that he could see. But then when he got into the storage unit, he realized there were so many rare shoes and Michigan player issued gear, shoes, clothes, all this stuff. Here's what some of the contents were of this storage locker. Travis Scott Jordan 1s and multiple player exclusive sneakers like Michigan Jordan 1 lows, Michigan Jordan 12s, UNC Jordan 13s, Michigan Jordan 6s, and Michigan Jordan 1 highs. Tons of Michigan issued clothing, a Lego collection, a Louis Vuitton toiletry bag, and the gun safe that was empty except for a box of that had some Star Wars action figures in it. So this dude,
Star Wars action figures in the gun safe.
In a box, in a gun safe. It was a weird, little Inception thing.
Hey,
but
protect what matters.
Just the shoes alone could go for $20,000. Mazi Smith has contacted his attorney. His attorney is issued some statements that, during the moves and everything, this bank account got canceled, and Mr. Smith wasn't even aware and was never told, and we will seek to get the contents of the storage locker back.
Those things are ironclad. Your shit is gone. Suck a dick. You should have sold the pants like they do down in Columbus. You fucked up.
Look,
learn your lesson.
Hey, what's the player's name?
Mazi Smith.
Hey, Mazzy, look, if OJ has taught us anything, nothing bad can happen by getting a gun and going after some people who got your memorabilia. Go get your shit back, dog. You'll be fine. Just go handle yours. Don't worry about the courts. Just go take care of your business. You'll be fine.
Turn off your body cams and do what you do, right, Scott?
Exactly. Just go get your stuff back. It's your stuff, right? Just have a gun there just in case.
Looking forward to the future Mazi Smith videos where he's like, hello to the world. And
yeah, I mean, where he drives off on a golf cart and says, all right, have a great day.
One last story before we close out the day, but to do so, we have to play another transition. So real quick, let's talk soccer. Last night, the U.S. women's national team played a CONCACAF match against Mexico. Previously on U.S. soil against CONCACAF opponents, the U.S. women's national team has not lost since 2000. They were previously 78-0-2 against CONCACAF opponents in that time frame on U.S. soil, and they lost 2-0 to Mexico. Very disappointing loss. Mookie, is this the bottom of U.S. women's national team, or because we've lost a lot of what made that team great? There's been a lot of turnover on the roster. There's a lot of young women on that team. I know there's a new manager coming in from Chelsea. Are we at the basement for U.S. women's national team, and are they going to start climbing up back to their prominent position, or is it too far gone?
No, I think they'll be all right. Look, you never want to lose on home turf, but some of these streaks sometimes get a little crazy. Gino Auriemma and UConn had to lose at some point. It just so happened that when they did, their entire dynasty fell apart and they never won again. It happens, right? I don't think that's what's going on here, though. I think this is the low point in a sense that, well, let me rephrase. I think the next 6 months will be the low point as they kind of figure some of this shit out. They've got a lot of young, youthful talent. They've got a lot of skill. They've got a lot of players that just need to get some seasoning. They need to get some reps. They need to get some time on the field. I think they'll figure it out. I feel more confident about this manager than the previous iteration of it. It's going to take a little bit of time, but also who cares about the Gold Cup? Like, it's a big thing in terms of qualifications, but we're going to be fine. We're going to qualify. Let the girls go out there and figure themselves out, see what we want to be in this iteration of the squad. Talk to me the Olympics. Let's see how those go, and then I might be more concerned.
Chris, you're nodding along to Mookie's assessment.
Dude, I can't disagree with anything you just said. I mean, it's transition period for him. And again, I mean, I know you were saying, with the Gold Cup, it's like, but here's your chance to get those, the young players, get them seasoned. I mean, that's really what it is.
Yeah.
The manager is phenomenal. There's the whole reason, we brought him in. Team's going to be just fine. Yeah, it might be a couple rough results coming up, but other than that, they're going to be just fine. Like I said, it's transition period. It's U.S. Women's National Team. They're going to be good. Plain and simple.
Scott, are you still in on the U.S. Women's National Team, or have you bailed?
They still got Alex Morgan, right?
Yeah.
And we're still fucking golden, baby. I don't give a
It's
fuck.
extra ironic because she only was on the squad roster because another girl tore her ACL and needed an injury replacement. But yeah, we do still technically have her. And also, by the way, we both advanced out of group play to knockout round. So it's kind of like big fucking deal, right?
Yeah.
But it is a big deal. You don't lose on U.S. soil to a CONCACAF opponent, Mookie. 78-0-2. Now 71-2.
It happens.
Cool.
Unacceptable.
Cool. Yes.
Like,
yeah.
All right, let's talk about these beers we were drinking tonight, guys. As always, we're doing these on our Buddy Caesar scale, dog or no dog. We miss you, dog. Scott, what was in your mug, dog or no dog?
I was drinking 3 Floyd's Brewing Space Station Middle Finger, a 6.5% APA, dog as hell, and great bottle art.
Fantastic. Mookie, what were you drinking, dog or no dog?
oh, Budweiser Zero, it's my dog. Ride with this one. Probably going to branch out to some new stuff as we get into the spring here, but like Budweiser Zero is old reliable. It's that dog that's always at home for you after a long day at work. That just makes everything okay.
Fair enough. Chris, you had a pre-show beer, not that you stayed sober during the show.
Would you ever do that again?
No.
Okay, good
no.
call.
Yeah.
Now you know why we all drink.
Yeah, no shit, man. No
No,
shit. Yeah. But it was Hewdy Delight, and again, absolute dog.
Oh, I love this. Such a good brew. I was drinking Founders All Night IPA, Session Black IPA, because it's Black History Month, and I respect the month. It was a dog. It was a fantastic beer. Highly, highly, highly recommend. All right, guys, you know what this was?
A show?
It was a
This
show.
is the show, bro. This is the show. Chris, before we get out of here, one time again, tell people the name of the show, where they can find it, when they can find it, and why you pick Scott.
Backwards K Baseball. We're going to be doing Mondays, 8:30 to 9, or 8 to 9:30. Jesus, hell, at this rate, we're not going to be able to find it all. But good. Like I said, it's one of those things. Talk some baseball. Good fun show, and again, just having fun with it. That's pretty much what it's going to be, based off of this shit show that we've had for the last hour and 45 minutes. Basically, you can expect good pretty much the same thing, but in baseball form the whole time.
I love it. That's a great sell of just it's gonna be this, but just baseball. We're not
this shit for
that should actually just be the tagline. The same shit, just baseball.
I like it.
Like, what's
Backwards
wrong with
K
that? I think
Baseball.
it's exactly right.
No, I didn't say it was bad. I mean, I think that's a hell of a tagline.
It is.
It's kind of. It reminds me of Caesar when he learned that Budweiser and Budweiser Light were the same beer. It's like it's the same shit, just lighter and blue, because that one's red.
And blue.
In blue.
Well, thanks for hanging out with us, man. We really appreciate it. Where can people follow you on that?
I appreciate it, guys. Thank you so much.
No problem, man. I don't know. Let's cut the music. Where can people find you online? Where can they follow you? What's your Twitter, your X, whatever, Instagram? What do you want to plug?
at I am Chris Asbrock. You can find him on both X and Instagram, and then you can also follow at backwards KBall on X and Instagram as well. So,
oh, I can't wait for all the basketball fans to get confused. They're like, backwards K shit. They didn't
what's going on here?
What? I want to hear about Zion being fat. It's bullshit.
Oh, I love it.
Thanks so much, man. Look for Backwards Day starting Monday 8 o'clock, right here on our YouTube. So make sure you're subscribed. Hit that bell so you know when the show is going live for that show. You can grab them in the comments just like you done. Shout out Belly Up Sports, bellyupsports.com. Tons of great content there. Go check out all the podcasts on the Media Network. Follow us on Twitter, Instagram at Craft Brewed Sports. Our TikTok too. Join the Facebook group. There. We will see you all next week. Cheers, everybody.
Hey, A-Rod, take your black ass back to Africa.
You'll never walk alone, dog.
Poop right now.